3D tutorials. Today's video I will show you how to UV the leaves. Why we need it? That is because by default the paint effect going to create one UV for all of the leaves. So if I have a text over the green leaf, all the other is green. But now I want to have different leaves texture for one of them. So let's say we want to have yellow and reddish or orange color. So how I can get different leaves and UVing it? Well, there are a web page. You can find the script which is free. You can downloading it, and this script going to create the leaves layout for you. But before we do this, we need, of course, to convert our paint effects to polygons. We're going to the mesh output, quartz outputs we need to have, and modify, convert, paint effect to polygon, and we use this setting. Now if we just jump to the UV editor and log to the leaves, you can see we have only one leaves texture, or one leaves UV by one texture. But now if you want to have the different color, but before I say this, it is easier if I run the script for you. So now we need to go to downloading it. So we're going to always bit down in the my download page. Go to the DJUV or DJPFX for UVs.python and press this one. And now we have getting the Python file. So to run the script, we need to open the script editor. And of course, we need to press the plus and make a Python. Make sure that it is a Python, and we can just drag this inside here. The important thing is, if we go always up, we need to copy the layout UI. So you can just copy it from the script and then go always down, because in this case we don't need to save it in the folder and we can just running it at the same time. So we're going to paste this. I can just zoom this in. So, and in the last we type layout and UI and these things, and Control A for select all, Control Enter to run the script. Then we log the editor. So now we're selecting the leaves, we're selecting the map, which is map 1. We have only one, and we want to make it on the source. And we now can choose how many different we want, of course also for the grass. But now I think maybe 3 by 3 I'm going to choose and lay out this. As you can see now in the UV editor, it has creating 3 by 3. Now I can apply different texture to it. But before it, there are one very important thing to know. When you have creating it, right click on it, go to the UV and select all the UV. And you need, you can of course use the transform to putting it a bit there and back again, or you can also use your move tool, so moving it a bit and back again. Why I need to do this? If I don't move the UVs, it will not be safe. So it's going to be loose because it's going to buy the default. So now it be editing in the Maya history. That is very important thing because if you save the file without this, you will not get the same UV. So when I have creating it, I can go to the Photoshop and create 9 different leaves and placing it. And of course I can also put kind of greenish, yellowish, or whatever kind of different color on them if it is the same. So now we're going back to the My Classic, and we just need to apply a shader for it. So in this case I'm going to use Arnold. So I type AI standard surface, and from here I can blend 2 different color to it. So let's see, I want to blend I type layer texture, and to came to this you can press the tab. I want the, I don't know, orange color maybe. Then I want the yellow, but I need of course type the layer texture and put this to be yellow. So now I have two different color. Maybe I'm going to make this a bit by red so you can see the different. Now I have these two different color. I want to blending it. So we need to have a mask to it to blending it. So for that I'm going to use the noise. There are one important thing you need to know. In the 2D texture you can use different trigger or noise or whatever it is, but if you're going to the 3D you will get, if I like example, if I use this, it looks good, but I need to adjust. I'm getting a cube and I need to adjust this. So that is a bit different between 2D and 3D texture. So for this I just grab a noise texture. So the noise is going to be the black, going to put the, let's say, the red, and the white is going to put the yellow. So you can just adjustment the different thing, how big do you want to be, and how darkness and all these things. So you can play with it, but of course if you have an image file you have creating inside Photoshop, so you can of course using it. So now we need to blend these three, so we need to have layer texture, so we just typing it and middle mouse click, dragging it inside here, middle mouse and drag it the second and delete this one, and by the first is being selecting middle mouse and putting it inside the alpha. So now you can see we have getting texture which is blending the yellow and the red color together, and then we can just middle mouse click this and putting it in the color. I will just say it is be render faster if you have creating this type of the texture inside Photoshop. But if you want to have flexibility, so you can use these different nodes. So now the only thing is we need to apply it to the leaves, and for this we need just run the texture so you can see what we got. And if I just go to quick render, so here you can see, of course I have not applied any color information for it, but you can see now I have getting like two different color information. But let's say I want to coloring it. The way we can do this is instead of this I'm going to delete the noise. I'm going to make something for ramp texture, and just apply it to the alpha channel. Now you can see we don't need all these, we can just delete this. We can make it even simple, so we can just make a ramp texture, here we go, and we just connecting it into the color, and from here we can choose, let's see, okay, we want a color to be green, maybe more greenish, and then I want another color to be red and another color to be whatever, yellow maybe. So now we can see now we have getting yellow, red, and of course also the green. But of course if you want to make it very sharp, you can add another one and add another one here, make this to be the same red, and make this to be the same yellow. And from here, by this one, you can exactly make very sharp or where the leaves are, okay? But for now, we're just making it like this as example. So now you can see some of them is completely red, some of them is yellowish, and some of them has a bit greenish. I can just also render it so we can see it better. So here you can see some of them is yellow, some of them is red, some of them is green, some of them has a bit mixing, and by this way we can get different color for our leaves. And that is very important, how to use this script. So thanks for watching.